the the memory state, right? So if you have one address that has an integer value, I mean, that is within a contract. So technically, there is no such thing as a coin or a token. There is the right for somebody to have a certain integer within the state of memory in the EVM, right? So when you think of it as what is the right for somebody to execute a certain function call within that contract, you can think of it as the fungibility of what does that represent. And in some cases, it's going to represent perhaps equity in a startup. It's going to represent, or it's going to have metadata that represents the legal component in the real world. So that function call could represent something in real estate, a debt structure. So there's going to be an interesting collaboration between the O2O aspect of the security token. So it's hard to define exactly what the token will look like in the security contract, because it could be the right to a certain ownership of senior debt in a development project. So that's a very good question, and unfortunately I don't have the specific answer, but it's going to be an interesting couple of years developing that. Yeah. Sure. So decentralized would ultimately mean that. Right. So the Ethereum standard that's being developed now, the Ethereum integration protocol 1400 allocates an operator function call. So there's a certain operator that has oversight, and a part of that is the legal requirement to scale back a certain execution if it happened fraudulently, or in the case that somebody loses their token. There has to be some allowance for a certain operator functionality. So that's being baked into the new proposals coming out on the Ethereum standard. But I'm sure that there's going to be a wide range of functionalities possible in terms of decentralization or anything you can imagine.